Hello English learners, let's explore the use of in, on, and at. The three of them are prepositions of place and time. Let's find out exactly when to use them in sentences, after which we will fill up these gaps with in, on, and at. Let's begin. For in terms of place, it is used when the noun or the word it comes before is an enclosed or large area. Enclosed or large area. To use it in terms of time, it is used when the word it comes before is a year, a month, or it is a part of the day. Okay, that is for in. For on, to use it in terms of place, when the noun or the word it comes before is a suffix, we use on. That's in terms of place. For on to be used in terms of time, it means the word it comes before is a day or a date. Okay, that's for on. For at, we use it in terms of place when the word it comes before in a sentence tells us exact location. In terms of time, when it tells us exact time, then we use it. Okay, having known exactly when to use each of them, let's fill up these gaps. As we do so, you will understand better. The school bus leaves blank 8 a.m. 8 a.m. here is our keyword, and it tells us exact time the school bus leaves. So for that reason, we will use at 8 a.m. The book is blank the shelf. Shelf here is our keyword, and it tells us about a surface. Okay, shelf has a surface, so for that we use on the shelf. She gave birth blank April. April is a month. For that, we use in. She gave birth in April. My name is written blank the top. The top here tells us the exact location where my name is written. Exact location. So we use at for exact location. My name is written at the top. She is cooking blank the kitchen. Kitchen here is an enclosed area. For that, we use in for enclosed area. She is cooking in the kitchen. I bought the dress blank Sunday. Sunday is a day. For day, we use on. I bought the dress on Sunday.